We avoid discussing or explicitly acknowledging relative positions of power and often feel uncomfortable when others boast about their superior position in social hierarchies. As a highly complex species, we naturally develop socially perceived hierarchies based on physical abilities, rank, wealth, status, knowledge, experience, popularity, and mate selection. Whether we like it or not, we judge and are judged by others, determining our level of association with them. It is an inevitable aspect of being social creatures who seek survival and prosperity. Let me clarify the purpose of this video. This is not about teaching how to be dominant or alpha, as true dominance in an individual often arises from gradual maturity of character and competence through navigation and experience of life circumstances. This video is intended to help you in social scenarios by identifying or recognizing someone implicitly considered the dominant figure in a group or the one responsible for a situation, which could also be you if you observe such characteristics within yourself and your environment. Surroundings. The concept is that when someone occupies a superior social position and actually has authority, they emanate non-verbal signals towards others and vice versa. These clues can be clearly perceived through body language, gestures, and micro-expressions exchanged between individuals. Dominance is demonstrated rather than explicitly stated in social situations. It is crucial to know who you are dealing with. If you notice that someone else has more dominance within a group, avoid letting your ego and insecurities lead you to embarrassingly try to outdo them. Instead, be aware of your surroundings. If you are significantly competent in a social situation, this will naturally give you the confidence to take the lead, otherwise, back off. Remember that your reputation is at stake, and you must protect it by remaining vigilant in the presence of others. The best approach when encountering someone more dominant in a social setting is to observe and learn from them. Identifying your inconsistencies and weaknesses over time can prove advantageous in the long run. Now, I have separated the 7 best indications of social dominance based on my extensive observations of individuals perceived as leaders within a group. Some indications may be obvious, while others may be less obvious. Before we start, check your channel subscription. It is very important that you subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Stay until the end, the last 2 messages are the most impactful. Don't be weak, stay until the end. Number 1, when they speak, other people's heads turn quickly in their direction. The eyes fix on them and, suddenly, they become silent, listening attentively. Superior people are both respected and feared. Their high level of competence in many areas of life naturally intimidates others, making people feel the need or pressure to give them their full attention, either to avoid being called out or to avoid exhibiting behaviors that will irritate them. Regardless of whether they are interested or not, they still command your undivided attention. Number 2, they express themselves with a deeper tone and avoid overly explaining or justifying. A high-pitched voice can indicate excitement and enthusiasm or insecurity and anxiety. Dominant individuals capture attention effortlessly. They never make an effort to be heard. As mentioned earlier, when people speak, they listen carefully. His words are concise, avoiding the need for excessive justification. Those who try hard and extensively elaborate on a point often lack honesty in their statements. Number 3, dominant individuals rarely doubt their decisions and subtly persist. They excel at persuading others to align with their ideas or overcome their fears. They have the ability to simplify complicated and distressing subjects, making them direct and reassuring. Many of us waver emotionally when making decisions, seeking maximum benefit or fearing possible misfortune. However, dominant individuals are indifferent to such concerns. They look for a decision that is most logical and produces the greatest returns. Skillfully exploiting our fickleness, they amplify our fears while minimizing the rewards our decision offers. Number 4, this is one of the best. Their characters, interests and perspectives always make them valuable. This is probably the one most of you gentlemen don't realize, and it's probably the most impactful of all when it comes to dominant people. The real ones, how they are able to maintain their confidence and superiority despite other people's condemnation, is quite simple to understand but difficult to detect. It's their authenticity and screw-you attitude towards themselves and the things they do in their lives, never completely harming or disqualifying them from their livelihoods and essential needs. Regardless, people still need them for the competence or resources they possess in in-demand and highly sought-after endeavors. Number 5, they take up more space and keep their distance from others. This is an aspect that many of you may not be aware of or notice. As mentioned previously, individuals with a sense of superiority crave control and authority, almost as if it were an inherent need. This is evident in your desire to supervise others from a clear point of view. Consequently, they tend to take up a large space when standing or sitting, leaving noticeable gaps between themselves and others. You can see this when they step back and push their chairs a little away from the table or choose to sit at the end or edge of it. Number 6, they maintain prolonged and assertive eye contact with anyone they want. Dominant individuals, or those who believe they are superior, rarely lower their gaze or look down for prolonged periods. Their chins are consistently held high and they continually scan their surroundings for intriguing subjects. This sense of superiority carries an aura of arrogance in your interactions with others. Even during eye contact, self-confident recognition of the inferiority of others grants you the right to make judgments at your own discretion and pace. Although this behavior may make others feel uncomfortable, they don't mind it at all as they completely understand that people are unlikely to confront or challenge them. Number 7, last but not least, they will not hesitate to express or show their displeasure towards anyone present. Their sense of entitlement and confidence that people wouldn't dare question them leads them to feel free and unthreatened to say whatever they want, including explicit criticism and insults to people they don't like. They know that most people around them would agree with their statements by default or would feel dynamically pressured to agree even if they didn't. This is the power of influence that someone's authority can have when they are highly respected and feared. In the past, I used to say that we shouldn't seek approval from others, and yet, deep down, as social beings, we secretly still do, no matter how subtle that feeling. And this is how dominant people of authority create this balance. They know perfectly well that people come looking for them, regardless of what they do or how they feel about them, because they have something that many people are looking for. In other words, you need to have skills, knowledge and experience that you personally want to possess and achieve, but at the same time are highly valuable enough that people will come to you for compensatory assistance. As an illustration, the individual on whom this video is based possesses a skill and competence that ensures he is in constant demand from others. This specific skill lies in your ability to establish and maintain connections with people from diverse social backgrounds. He often expresses his genuine interest in getting to know others and their distinct lifestyles. Little did he realize that this passion would become the most valuable asset he could possess in his life. We're all familiar with the saying, "Your network is your net worth," and this notion is evident in this individual's life. His extensive network of connections spanning diverse contexts and areas of expertise allows him to close countless commercial deals and receive substantial compensation in return. This not only gives you access to more connections, but also opens up many opportunities. People consistently depend on each other, especially in the business world, seeking exposure, reach, consulting services, marketing, finance, logistics, loyalty and exclusivity. Consequently, no matter how much some people may dislike your attitude, opinions, or perspectives, those same people will inevitably reach out when they need essential favors or assistance. Therefore, it is imperative that the endeavors you personally undertake or are passionate about are highly valuable and sought after, keeping people going. As I mentioned earlier, the market itself determines your true value, not your own isolated and potentially biased estimate. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.